Okay, slating this. Okay, yeah. But we're just speaking about the Lego Stadium apparently over here in Leiria because it kind of does look like a Lego stadium. It's over. You guys can't see it, hopefully. It's
but it's really nice.
I have a second camera.
It is. Yes. So we're making sure that the Lego Stadium comes. No one calls it the Lego Stadium over here. We just we do. Team Lego Stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's really cute actually.
It's for a team called Leiria from Union de Leiria from this city where we are in Leiria, where we're playing Entremuralhas, which means between walls. So we were just saying that Nônô and I were just saying that there's between two ferns. I guess this is between two walls. So that show on that comedy show. This is great. So this is whatever. Anyway, so how are you, Nicole?
I'm great actually. I'm really good.
You arrived last night?
Yes, we did. And then we went to get some Portuguese dinner and stuff. I'm a vegetarian, so it's a little bit hard for me. But the others ate squid and shrimps and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. okay. As you should if you're not vegetarian. So full vegan or?
No, I'm trying to be more vegan, but right now I'm vegetarian. It's really hard to be vegan in Europe.
Sure.
Some places, but in Sweden it's really easy to be a vegan. But I'm a vegetarian, I would say.
Okay. So what does Miman mean?
It's actually from a Swedish book, a very classical one.
Oh.
It's like a sci-fi novel from the 50s. And it's an artificial machine that's called Miman. I could tell you what the whole book is about, but it's from there, and it's it's about space and everything. And they're going Aniara is a spaceship where they need to get people from the Earth to Venus and Mars. And then they there's a lot of people living on Aniara, and then they have Miman is their goddess, but it's an artificial machine, so it's it's really good.
Okay, so it's
you should check it out.
Okay. There's a recommendation for you guys. Yeah. But what does versus with this album, you have so is this a travel album in a way,
It's actually written with inspiration from Aniara, so it has a red line between all the songs, and it's stories about people that's not mentioned in Aniara. So I made up my own stories, but it's set on Aniara. So.
Okay. So for instance, the track "We Are No Losers," is it a narrative, or is it who is we?
It's all the people on Aniara, actually.
Okay. So nothing on necessarily Earth, really.
No, nothing sets on Earth.
So it's not a protest song, "We Are No Losers."
Yeah, no, it's not. It's more. It's more a hopeful song.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. So that's not
that's a car, by the way.
Yes. We should cut it. Okay, so you're Swedish and Lebanese, and that's kind of, I guess, unusual. Is it very common back in Sweden?
I don't know. I don't think it's that rare, actually.
Because we have really no Lebanese people and no Swedish people either. I think over here. So yeah.
But I think Sweden is a really open country, or I would I'm seeing Sweden as a very open country because I want it to be like that. But I mean, the last years it's been really crazy around Europe and stuff. But I think it's there are people from all over the world in Sweden. But yeah.
Do you think that mix shows in you, the Swedish Lebanese mix?
I haven't been to Lebanon, or I haven't been really connecting with that side of me. So that's something that I have left in my life to do. I have a lot of stuff left to do, but sure. That's one really big thing for me.
I haven't been to Lebanon either. Apparently it's gorgeous. Really, apparently everyone says it's one of the most beautiful countries.
Yeah.
We live in Portugal, we can't complain. But
yeah, it's really nice here as well.
Yeah, kind of is.
And it's warm.
True.
It's not warm in Sweden. Sweden. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but yeah, I would love to go there, and I have like relatives that I haven't met yet and stuff. So
Okay. Well, have you ever spoken to them, like, because of Skype and stuff like that?
I've talked to my like aunt on Facebook sometimes, but no, I haven't. Like, I know that they're there because my dad speaks to them and stuff, but I haven't like really met them, so I don't have like anything to say. Yeah, I really want to meet them though.
So it's a second level family, so to speak, really.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. And with Miman, you've kind of. Do you think you've kind of calmed down with the post-punk? Like, is it slower? Like, is it a conscious effort, like to go less post-punk beats?
Yes, I think so. I wanted to be like more like dramatic and slow and like more like deep, if you can say that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to like breathe and like just put everything down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did it take a long time to write the album?
It took like 2 years, and then I started to produce it with my band actually and stuff like that. And but it was like a very short time between the albums. That's what's confusing for some people, because you really change a lot. And I was like, I don't know if I changed that much, but it's it was a travel. Yeah.
You seem it's a shift in styles for sure. Like, but it was not because the albums weren't so far apart. Why I was asking that. Did you leave one album and head straight into writing the next one?
If I left the first one, yeah, I left that really early actually. I mean, once it was released, we did a very like big tour, and and then I started to write Miman during that tour. So I was like just doing that tour on routine sometimes, and then just was like, I want to do something new, and yeah, you get like sick of your own songs.
Sure, I can imagine. How many times do you have to play it until you get sick?
Oh. It depends. I mean, some gigs are really, really intense and beautiful, and you get like all of these emotions. And some gigs are you're just doing them because you have to do them. I mean, I think that's how it is in every job you have.
Sure.
But maybe like, I mean, we really toured the first album a lot. I think we like did like 100 shows or something. So it's really. But when you play them like 70 times, it's like you can just like, I need to move on.
Is it like automatic and almost like a mantra? You just kind of close your eyes and it happens, and then the show is gone?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's really that way. It's like, oh, I really need to do this, and then it's and everything, and the sound is like really bad, and yeah, sometimes it's like crazy to be on stage.
And you said, I noticed that you said Miman, not Miman, as I said it, so it's different. Okay, so it's Miman.
It's a name, so I think you can pronounce it like Miman. So.
Miman. Okay. No, I like to pronounce things correctly.
Yeah.
So so it's Nicole Sabouné.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
People don't usually get that right.
Really? What do you get?
A lot of different names on my.
Nicole Sabouné?
Yeah, I have Nicole, and I have Saboon, and I have Sabouné, and I have like Sabayan, and I was like,
Sabayan.
I mean, that's not even like, it's not a Y or an I in that name. I was like I'm not Sabayan. I'm like, okay, whatever. But
You're not an egg-based dessert.
no. And I need to get more famous so people could get it right. It's like, whatever. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to have a funny name.
Nicole Sabouné makes no sense. Come on.
It's
inexcusable, guys.
It's a bit more catchier, though. Nicole Sabouné. I mean, it's like more, I don't know. Maybe I should change.
Francis Chocolate Mousse?
Yeah. Maybe. Let's have a vote.
Yes. Margaret Enchilada. No, enchilada is not a dessert. No, we're done. Basically, yes, we're done with the dessert.
Well, you can have it as dessert, but no one's the boss of you.
No, I mean, you can have anything.
Margaret Dulce de Leche. Maybe.
What's that?
It's like since we're Mexican.
Okay.
Yes.
3 different kinds
of milk, of condensed milk. Never mind. I think we.
Milky and intense.
I think this part of the conversation headed into a wall, and it's my fault.
Sorry for that.
It's my fault.
You know what headed into a wall?
Tie-ins, woo! but this show is called Made of Things.
Okay.
And it's based on the idea that you've dedicated yourself to art and music and whatever else you do, that because you listened to something or watched something or read something or something happened to you or you were brought up that way, that made you go, I want to do this and want to be an artist for as long as possible, because you know it takes some efforts to be in art and touring and it's hard. Writing is sometimes hard and stuff like that. So did you have that click moment in which you decided I want to do that?
I think I always felt that I want to be in music and I want to like write stuff. I've always been writing like since I was a child, and I think like when I found my voice that I like to sing, then I really felt like those like two things connected with each other. So I was like, oh, I should like write songs. So I think that's where it started. It started with Disney, I think. You know, where you have a story and someone like bursts into song. Like I was like, oh wow, and it's I think it started that way.
That's a type of fan, I mean, of music, which is, or theater, which is the musical fan, which is very the musical theater fan, which ties in with obviously music. So a lot of people, well, at least some people get into music that way. But are you still into musicals?
No, not that much. I think I can like appreciate some songs, and I like really dramatic stuff. But I don't think I really like into musicals in that. I don't go to musicals and stuff, but I think it's like I think it's good as well. I think it's different. I mean, it's not like going to like a Pink Floyd concert.
Sure, of course.
But,
of course. And it's as long as it's fine as long as it isn't Cats, I would say. Have you ever seen Cats?
No, I don't like the cheesy stuff. But I think like Les Miserables and stuff.
Andrew Lloyd Webbery.
No.
I once was forced into Cats because of work. So I went into to Cats, and I've never left anything while it was happening. And Cats was unbearable. like meow 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 and
Grown.
But is that the memories all alone in the moonlight?
I don't think I got to that part.
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
I only remember. At least I shut it down from my memory. I don't know. So I just remember meow 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 meow. And what was the name of the cat? It'll come back to me. It was not Rumpelstiltskin. That's another thing. But it was like Rum Tum Tugger. Oh God.
Oh my God. I just puked in my mouth.
Yes, I. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries.
No puking.
No cats.
But cats will do that too.
But I mean, people appreciate musicals. I mean, that's okay.
Sure, of course.
It's. I mean,
musicals can be great. I'm just talking about Cats alone.
Yeah, and his own experience.
Yes, my experience of puking in my own mouth as well.
Sorry about that.
But do you have
That's my favorite expression, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I like that. It's so like you really know how you feel when you like want to puke in your mouth.
And it does happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Bile.
Okay, desserts and like puke.
Desserts and puke.
That's where we're at.
Yes, some desserts are like puke. Some dulce de leche is like puke. Why am I speaking about Mexican food? I have no idea. Maybe I'm hungry.
Why are you into Mexican food?
Has no.
It's really
reason.
hot here. That's why we're a little bit crazy.
Yes. We're actually thinking about heading to get some tacos later. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my mind.
Yeah, the tacos is stuck in his mind.
The tacos, which is something that's actually rather rare over here. Okay. So we don't get tacos all the time, like at all. Like there's
we have it every Friday in Sweden. Really? It's like this tradition where you have like taco night on Fridays.
So it's like Taco Friday.
Yeah, Taco Friday.
that seems like where I should be living.
Yeah, come to Sweden. You should get tacos every night.
You want tacos? Because nothing says Sweden more like more than tacos, I would say.
Yeah.
Wow,
I lived in California for a while. And Mexican food in California is amazing.
Yeah.
And ever since I've been back to Europe, I've never, ever gotten a decent burrito.
No.
Barely in even Mexican restaurants. Like, nope.
You go there like
white people
I haven't.
make
I haven't been, so I don't know. Or Mexico. Apparently, any street food in Mexico is fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't been to Mexico actually.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. What's the farthest you've gone with touring, or personally?
Oh, touring.
Yeah.
That was China, I think.
China.
Yeah.
Wow. Where in China?
You can't
pronounce it.
We started in Shanghai. We started in Shanghai actually, and then we went to like 4 different cities, like small cities, like Chinese small cities is like really huge. It is like 4 million people.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Small cities.
Yeah.
Small town.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that
We were
was
just
insane.
saying that Lydia is actually really big, but compared to compared to Chinese
little
small towns.
Yeah, but it was like an experience for sure.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
I can imagine. Like Far East should be.
Yeah, it's so different from like up north.
What's the most different thing? What you would say?
I think like the people and how we like connect with other people. They're like really. I can't like put my finger on it, but they're so different. I mean, in Sweden we're a little bit more like we take our distance and stuff. But I mean, there's so many people in China. They don't care if you're standing in their way. And I was like being really nice to a woman because it was raining so much, and she was like, we had no umbrella and everything, and I had an umbrella, so I just went beside her and put up my umbrella, and she was like, she got super mad at me. She was like thinking I was like stealing something. Or they don't have like that. I'm doing this for you because I'm nice. I think that was my experience, but it was like I was like okay, I'm just going the other way.
No politeness because you're stabbing my back or something.
No.
Okay. Okay.
But they was really. I mean, China is a beautiful country. It's really beautiful.
I would just like to go back. This is in terms of conversation, like it's like a weird dance, but we're going back to the musicals thing. Like you also have a lot, or at least the clicky thing. The clicky thing. It's my own question. Is the clicky thing? But do you have any sort of pop goddesses that you like? Because you have some pop sensibilities. I'm being very wide with the terminology over here. So pop in the widest sense possible, but you do have some stuff that's mildly pop. So I was curious, like, what are your goddesses like? For instance, you have a Kate Bush cover.
Yeah, I love Kate Bush.
Kate Bush is fantastic.
Yeah,
right?
she is.
Yeah. So is there anyone else like in that tone that you really enjoy?
Pop industry, I think like Lana Del Rey is. I think she's amazing, and I think she has a beautiful voice. I really like connect a lot with voices. That's right. I don't know if Nick Drake is pop, but I really love Nick Drake. I mean, but that must more sing-songwriting. I think. I don't know what pop is. I mean, mainstream.
Even Kate Bush is
like mainstream. That would be Lana Del Rey then.
Even considering Kate Bush as pop is like a stretch.
I don't know if that's pop.
Yeah, that's really pop.
I mean, that would mean like PJ Harvey is pop as well, and I love PJ Harvey, but I think she's like a more rock goddess. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but we're considering that. Not to call everything, not to call everything pop, but like stuff that's not completely hermetic, you know.
Yeah.
Like metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as a whole.
Yeah.
There are definitely more alternative things that it's still pop.
Yeah.
It's just like less I don't know. I can't even think of like it being marketable or not.
But
because for me, like, for example, Nick Drake, like, is amazing, and I have no idea why everyone isn't listening to it. Since everyone listens to things that are similar to it. Yeah. Right? Like,
That's
what's
true.
the criteria? Like, why do some things break and some things don't?
Yeah,
It's weird.
it's true.
True. And there's actually one thing that I would like to ask you in particular, which is I'm going to have. It's about Conquer and Suffer. I need to get this right. Okay. So, by the way. Okay, so the first time I heard Conquer or Suffer, before I knew the lyrics, I thought it was "The race is on, come run for supper."
Oh, so I heard many like different. I have like Conquer Obama as well.
Really?
And Conquer Osama. And I was like, okay, well, we did that. I mean, we shouldn't conquer Obama because he's not president anymore. And I was like, I heard a lot of like different.
He'd be fine with that though now.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't care anymore.
No, and I like Obama. It's not like, I mean, he's a decent guy. He's funny.
Yeah, sure. So, But what would be for supper if it's come run for supper?
Oh.
Because the race is on, come run for supper. That's what I.
That's a really good line, though. Come run for supper.
Do you like misheard lyrics?
Yes, that's amazing. I mean, I usually go like to YouTube and watch like this, like people got the lyrics wrong. It's really cool, and it's really like nice to hear. Like, I mean, that's what music is about as well, and art. It's like people need to hear it without like any like definition and stuff. Like, I don't usually like to say that this song is about this and that and blah blah blah, because I mean, it's up to them, and I mean, for me, it's one thing, but I mean, once it's out there, it's someone else's.
Sure,
so,
absolutely. And sometimes we ask like meanings behind songs or motivations behind songs, but it's like not necessarily trying to find out the truth, because we don't really care about the truth. We like art, who cares about the truth?
Yeah, no,
but some people do. Like, journalism is valid, but but it's like not our concern. So we kind of like, but usually those type of questions lead somewhere else, and that's where we want to go. But for instance, I remember, like, in terms of misheard lyrics, there was a website called kissthisguy.com back in the early internet, or early-ish, like, because Jimi Hendrix, excuse me while I kiss the sky, was some guy thought it was excuse me while I kiss this guy, and for like the longest time, so he made a website just for misheard lyrics called kissthisguy.com.
That's really cool.
It's really fun.
I should go there. Is it still there?
I think it is. I think it's like a staple of the internets.
That's amazing.
It's like one of the bastions of.
People are so funny.
It's true.
I mean, they have like these great ideas all over the place.
It's true, and I'll tell you another one I just remembered with the misheard lyrics thing, which is on YouTube, and this again was early YouTube. Fall Out Boy, like 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, more or less, had a song called Dance Dance, and the whole video was misheard lyrics, and it was Ted's pants. So Ted's pants are falling apart the 12th time, which is not like not what they're saying, but kind of like really sounds like that. Like, and once you get to watch the video, it does not go away ever.
That's really fun.
So, but I have to fix my like supper thing. What would be for supper if it was the case?
At my house?
Yeah. Everyone's invited to Nicole's supper.
Everyone should come to my house. I think some kind of pasta, I think.
Okay.
Actually.
Can't go wrong with pasta, really.
I do a lot of pasta.
Unless you're celiac. Then you have or you have some wheat issues, but you can
have like pasta without wheat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and without gluten.
You can have bean pasta if you want to. It's okay.
And we're closing on bean pasta.
Yeah.
I think it's done. Thanks so much,
you.
Nicole. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you. It was so much fun. Oh, thank you.